Okay, so I am up super early. It's 6:10 in the morning because I have to get ready to go to work. I'm over here, I'm spraying down the gecko's cage, and I notice I can't find Hazel just laying out on any of the plants or anything like she usually is. And so I look in. I have to pick up the lay box because she's in there. And look. Can you see? She's in there and she just finished laying her eggs. We officially have baby gecko eggs. She laid 2 of them. Sorry, that light sucks, doesn't it? So I'll have to get those out after work. I'm gonna just leave them be so she can finish up what she's doing in there. And we've got gecko eggs. I'm really excited because I thought she only had 1 in there. That's all I could feel when I was feeling her stomach. And she's got 2. So hopefully they're actually fertilized eggs and they're not the little duds that she could lay. This will be the first clutch of eggs I've gotten from anybody in the breeding group. So there's a chance that they aren't fertilized and that they're just practice eggs. But hopefully we've got some eggs.
Hey guys, it's Kylie. So I'm home from work and I'm finally ready to get these gecko eggs into the incubation system. So first I'm going to kind of show you everything I've got. This is a Pangea hatch. That's what I'll be using in the container I'm putting the eggs in. When it's dry, it's this really like light color, like it's going to be kind of hard to see because I can't turn the camera around. Really like light gray color almost. And so when you add water to it though, it turns darker. So that's when you know, like, it changes color, so you know if it's drying out too quickly to add some more water into there. So the instructions say to put it in the water for 15 minutes and let it absorb and then drain it. So it's been sitting here for a little over 15 minutes actually because I was getting this ready. I didn't have time to get my iPad set up how I usually film, so I'm using my phone. So we'll see how that goes today. So I'm going to drain this. And I've got 2 strainers set up in the sink here for us just to make sure it doesn't fall through. I kind of want to save as much of this as I can. So we'll see. Okay, so here we go. Dump that on there. Actually, it's really sticky. I'm going to set the phone down. Well, that works pretty well. Okay, so I think that'll be drained enough. I've got this little deli cup here that I'm gonna keep the eggs in, so I'm just gonna dump that straight back in here. Okay, and I feel like I'm gonna have little rocks everywhere all over my sink, but I'll have to clean that up later. Okay, so I've got it in the little deli cup I'm using as the incubator. I'm going to kind of smush it down. Hold little divots in there. So yeah, I'm going to create 2 little divots in there to hold my eggs. Kind of keep them upright in the way they were when I found them. Get all that off me. Okay, so I've gotten the lay box out of the breeding group's enclosure. And it's really important when you're moving crested gecko eggs to keep the eggs in the same position you find them in. You shouldn't be turning them because if you turn them upside down, the yolk will detach and drown the embryo in there. So it's really, really important to keep them in the same direction. So I'm kind of nervous to do this while holding a phone, so I think I'm going to get propped up. So give me a minute to figure that out. Okay, so this is kind of a weird angle, but I'm going with it. So I'm going to get this box open here, and right away you can see the egg just down in there. You can't see it because of the angle, but so I'm just going to gently lift the moss out so I can see where they are. Okay, so I'm going to get this a little close up. here they are. There's the 2 eggs. So she did end up moving one kind of this way, so I'm going to go with how she moved it and adjusted it. I'm going to take this pen here and just mark the top of the eggs so I know which direction they lay. Okay, and then next thing I'm going to do, which I can't show you on video because I have to use my phone to do it, is called candling. So I'm going to lift up the eggs very carefully, keeping them lined up with how they are. We'll lift them straight up and use the flashlight on my phone to look in and make sure there is that dark embryo in there to make sure they're fertilized eggs. Sometimes females will lay unfertilized eggs, just kind of dud eggs. So I want to see and make sure that they're actually got the embryo in there. So I'm going to go do that and I'll be back. Okay, so I just finished counting the eggs. I'm not really sure if I did it correctly. Looking at it when I lifted up, I didn't see this little like pinkish spot. I didn't really see a dark spot. I don't know if that means they're not fertilized or if I just didn't do it correctly. It's kind of hard to tell for sure, and I have no experience, so I'm just kind of guessing at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and incubate them anyways. It's better to incubate an egg that you're not sure is fertilized or not and have it hatch than it would be to not incubate it and have it be a real egg. So I'm going to go ahead and move those over into the incubation medium, and we'll write the date on them and who they came from and store them, and hopefully they hatch in a couple months. Okay, so I'm going to get the eggs moved over. When you pick up the egg, you have to very, very carefully grab each end at the tip, lift it up and over, just like that. There we go. Okay, next one. I'll lift that one up, get it going. Sorry, it's got some moss on it. I'm just trying to get out. Okay. And that one's in. And there's my first clutch of eggs in the incubation, ready to go. So hopefully this is the first round of many, and we'll have plenty of crested gecko eggs and really get going on the breeding season this season. I'm pretty excited, and I'll keep you up to date. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and sorry it's on the phone quality and kind of shaky and everywhere. Wasn't really ready to film today, but we're going with it. So I'll keep you up to date on the hatching process, post updates and everything. So make sure to follow on that. Hit the subscribe button, like this video, and go ahead and stay up to date. Bye!